Hey guys, welcome back to Top 10 Nerd. I'm Ron Mackenzie Lafergie. Over the years, we've seen some pretty amazing portrayals of the Joker. If you'd like to see some of my favorites, check out our Top 10 Joker Portrayals video on the channel. However, time moves on, and we constantly find ourselves in need of new actors to fill the comically large shoes. Get it? Because he's a clown, but also there are big shoes to fill? Huh? Comedy gold! Now, get ready to write your favorite directors because it's time for the top 10 actors who'd be a good Joker. Number 10. Matt Smith. Chances are you'll know Matt Smith from Doctor Who, where he played the title role. I'll be honest, I've really only seen him in Doctor Who, but based on what I've seen, he'd be a pretty awesome Joker. We've seen him shift from manic and happy to dark and brooding in an instant, something that would serve him very well as a Joker. He could even keep the bow tie. Plus, we've seen what he could possibly look like as a Joker minus the lipstick in the uber creepy Rebel Flesh episode of Doctor Who. And finally, he has an enormous chin. And with the Joker, the chin is like half the battle. Number 9. Michael Fassbender. Fassbender is a great actor, and he's shown that he's able to take on both a heroic and a villainous role if need be. I'm sure he'd do a great job as a Joker, especially given his impressive vocal range. But honestly, I just want him to be the Joker for his smile. Because holy crap, it's like a shark smiling at you. There'd be something so beautiful about having a Joker with a grin that's so incredibly intimidating. Every smirk would strike fear into friend and foe alike. The only question is, how would the writers find a way to make the Joker hang dong? Because Fassbender needs to whip that monster out at least once a movie. Number 8. Christopher Walken. Christopher Walken would be a pretty cool take on an older Joker. He doesn't exactly have the vocal range that others on this list have, but I think that he, more than any of the others, would make the part his own and bring us a really different take on the popular villain. Walken would take the Joker in a completely different direction, both with his unique voice and physicality. His strange mannerisms and erratic behavior would fit beautifully. Now, I'll admit that this would also be a pretty dangerous choice because it has the potential to be really bad, but I have faith. Walken is awesome. Number 7. Daniel Day-Lewis. Daniel Day-Lewis is one of those actors who could be found on any number of these lists. Honestly, he could probably play Mary Poppins and be convincing. The guy can act. With his huge amount of experience and critical acclaim, we all know that Daniel Day-Lewis has the acting chops to pull this part off. Plus, he straight up has the perfect head shape for the role. I'm not saying all casting decisions should be made based on head shape, but holy crap, the dude is just a handsome version of the Joker. It's somewhat unlikely that he would actually do a superhero film, but you never know. Don't crush my dreams. Number 6. Jim Carrey. Yeah, I know he's already been the Riddler, but if Josh Brolin can do it, Jim Carrey can too. I think of all the members on this list, Jim Carrey is by far the best equipped to play an over-the-top Joker. While he may not be quite as flexible nowadays at 55, I think he would give an awesome presence to the role. Plus, with his work in more serious movies and the push towards more complex villains, I think he'd have a great opportunity to show the dark, twisted side of the Joker and the humorous side as well. Number 5. Willem Dafoe.
Funny thing about Willem Dafoe, his name kind of sounds like a frog talking to a parrot.
Willem Dafoe is another actor who could do a great job with an older Joker. There are so many stories of older Joker that we haven't seen. He'd be perfect. His face alone is just so unique, with a huge menacing smile and so many awesome wrinkles. I mean, just look at him. How is he not an awesome Joker? We know he can kill it on the villain front after seeing him as Green Goblin, and it'd be so cool to see him as one of the most prolific villains in both Marvel and DC. Number 4. Ewan Rayun. Definitely said that wrong. Now, I first came upon Ewan in Misfits, where he was playing a super shy and subdued kid, but most people know him as good old Ramsay Bolton from Game of Thrones. If you've seen him on Game of Thrones, you'll know why he's on this list. The guy has the capacity to just ooze creepiness, something the Joker definitely shares. His soft, menacing lines, his creepy as hell smile, and we all know that he can flip out if the situation calls for it. He'd make a pretty awesome Joker, and if you're looking for a younger Joker, Ewan Rayun would be a pretty cool choice, especially if he changes his name so I can stop slaughtering it. Number 3. Christoph Waltz. We've seen Waltz play the villain role quite a bit in recent years, as Hans Landa in Inglourious Bastards and Blofeld in Spectre, and he's consistently incredible. To play the Joker, you need to command the attention of the audience, and Waltz has that down to a science. He can go straight up insane if he has to, but he's also the king of the reeled in but menacing line. Ugh, best line in the film. So good. Plus, his accent would make for a totally chilling Joker voice, especially if he altered it slightly to be a bit more Americanized. It may not be so imaginative to say, hey, you know that guy being lauded as an amazing villain? He'd be a good Joker. But it's true. He would. Number 2. Me! As if I'd pass this chance up, you kidding me? One of my favorite things to do is just do random rants in the shower as different characters, and Joker is one of my favorites. Not because I'm good, but because it's just so fun. And since it's my list and I'm the boss, I'll be subjecting you all to my Joker. Get ready to skip. Now comes the part where I relieve you, the little people, of the burden of your failed and useless lives. But remember, as my plastic surgeon always said, if you gotta go, go with a smile. So, Mr. Snyder, if you're watching, hit me up! Now, you may be wondering why I didn't go ahead and put myself as number 1. Well, I'm happy to bump those other actors in favor of a joke, but I wouldn't dare disrespect the next guy. Number 1. Mark Hamill. I feel like pretty much any list of Jokers needs to have Mark Hamill as number 1, but this one would be particularly amazing because he's never actually gotten a chance to play the Joker in real life. We all know he's got the voice down pat, and I think he'd be able to nail the physicality as well. I'd be so on board with a live-action Hamill Joker. Put him as Joker, throw in Pierce Brosnan as Batman, and bam, you got Batman and Joker battling it out in their 60s. Make it so. Oh, wrong fandom. That's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please smack that thumbs up button and subscribe to Top 10 Nerd for more videos. Who do you think would be the perfect Joker? Let me know in the comments section down below. Until next time, I'm Ron McKenzie LaFergie with Top 10 Nerd. Later, nerds.